What's going on, everybody? My name is Brandon Branch, and I'm actually doing this YouTube video to talk about a injustice that has been going on for decades and decades, and that's interracial relationships. I took I did an interview with my cousin Elijah and his wife Samantha in reference to their ups and downs, trials and tribulations to interracial relationships. Pretty much who I want this to target, this video to target. I want to target everybody because within society is the has been almost like the judge and the juror in reference to how this interracial relationship battle can either continue to go the way it is going or diminish. Pretty much a long story short, I've experienced a lot of pride in reference to doing this interview with my cousin. He was letting me know as far as how our family took to Samantha, and as well as Samantha let us know how her family took to Elijah. Long story short, her family had a plan. Her family expected for her to marry a white man, point blank period. And of course, they thought it was a phase because I was the first black man. Elijah was the first black man that she's ever been with. So of course, she let them know that this wasn't a phase. She was in love. And of course, Elijah is still here to this day. In order for them to support her, they were going to have to, and not support her, in order for them to be in Samantha's life, they were going to have to take all of Samantha. They didn't want to lose her because she was so desperately in love with my cousin Elijah, and they accepted him, even though they had those little side comments that wasn't so funny as far as on the racial aspect of it. She addressed that. Now, as far as for Elijah on our end, for my family, everyone took to her except for the older generation, just like pretty much the older generation of her family. Long story short, that's what it is within our society. It's the older generation that makes it a little bit harder for things to be better. And the older generation is raising the generation that I'm in to be the exact same way. Some rebel and just realize that love has no color, and they just love what they love, which is pretty much what the gist of what Elijah and Samantha, what they're saying is, yes, they go through their ups and downs. Yes, people look at them, they don't agree based off of their facial expressions. But they just fight those battles together. They know that as long as they have each other, they'll be able to withstand those type of negative comments and looks and the rude jokes and rude remarks. Long story short, how this affected me, it affected me in a way where I fully am able to look outside of the box, think outside the box, look at the big picture, look at the frame that it's in, and even the wall that this picture is hanging on. Pretty much the similarities of interdisciplinary studies that I'm in right now. Long story short, it just makes you think a little bit differently, how to adjust, how to adapt, how they have adapted to make things better for them. Long story short, I'm a religious man. This is how I see it. Do unto others as you would like them to do unto you. Ephesians 4:32 said, "Be ye kind one to another, tenderhearted, forgiving one another, even as God for Christ's sake has forgiven you." So long story short, it will be able to diminish. This injustice will be able to diminish as long as the people understand that we just need to let everyone live and understand that love has no color. That's what the motto that Elijah and Samantha lives by. Love has no color. And hopefully one of these days, this injustice will disappear and diminish. When? I don't know. You tell me.